I don't know. I'll ask him when I see him, but I think that Bam thought that Mario was a little too violent.
Yeah.
And he wanted to promote the peaceful side of it.
Okay.
That's what I think. I mean, I'm gonna definitely, when I see him today or tomorrow, I'm gonna talk to him about it. I'm gonna ask him. But I think it was, because Mario was a wild dude, man.
Yeah.
He was a wild, but you had to be wild then. Because it was crazy out here, man. Yeah, you got Karate Pete in them. Everybody from Bronxdale. Karate Pete is a dude who'll kick you one time and kill you.
Yeah.
Blackjack. I see Blackjack pull somebody's ear off.
He did what?
I see Blackjack pull somebody's ear off.
Oh, yeah? What you mean, pull it off?
Pop, and put it in my hand.
We had Blood.
Mitch Blood Green.
Blood was the boxer.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Everybody else was doing karate and all that stuff. So Blackjack, Cleveland brother,
okay,
Little Jack's brother,
okay,
was a monster.
Yeah.
He was a monster. He was a monster. And nobody could handle him. Nobody other projects could handle him.
Yo, listen, this is Bronxdale.
Right.
Blackjack used to live right there in his brother Cleveland. Official.
Putting things on the map like it's supposed to be.
Right.
Get your information, you're doing your thing, and yo, any information is good information because it's gonna help each other.
Right.
I'm not here to bash nobody, I'm not here to tell nobody their story, I'm here to tell our story.
Right.
Which is me and my brother's story.
Right.
My Bronxdale Project, the home of us. Bronxdale Project, third section. This is the third section.
Right.
This is where a lot of things went down.
Okay.
A lot of things, I mean for real, a lot of things. When hip hop was starting, a lot of things went down here. This is two notorious people that you would know. You would never know. Duchess.
Okay.
Anybody that know Duchess that came out of the Bronxdale Project.
Right.
She was a girl, but she was a giant of men. I'm talking about a giant of men. Not no Duchess. Anybody that know her would tell you from here to Brooklyn to Harlem, they'll tell you about Dutch. Man. Duchess is somebody to be reckoned with. Another one that came from here, the second Jeff to the left came out this building.
Okay.
A lot of people don't know. The first Jeff to the left is from Harlem. The original Jeff to the left, well, I don't know if he's from Harlem. He might be from Bronx 170, my bad. He's from 170. The original Jeff to the left, that was my brother's kind of, team at that time. But the second Jeff to the left came out this building. This is the infamous Pathmark, where it used to be. Now it's called Western Beef.
Right.
It used to be called Pathmark.
Right.
It was one of the most known supermarkets in the Bronx at one time.
Right.
All back in here. This used to be a whole basketball court. All up in here. This used to be a whole basketball court. All the way, now they got the handball court. It looks good though.
Okay.
They got the handball court and all that. This is one of the buildings that one of the most infamous back in the days robberies came out of. Anybody know, God bless the dead, Charlie Rock. Dolan, Blackie from Black Spades. Me. All of us had something to do with it. It was documented, receipts. We went to jail for it and all that. But yeah, this is one of the most notorious buildings that one of the biggest robberies ever happened out of. What came out this building at that time, came out the robbery was $27,000. At that time for us, that was a lot of money. This is what you talking about 1980. You know what I mean? This is $27,000. Crazy truck. A lot of people can protest to it, but they probably won't. You know what I mean? I don't want to go into details because people could get, into some things about that. We ain't gonna do that.
Right.
But this was also one of the places that we learned the martial arts from. We learned the martial arts from. We used to practice in this building 24/7. This been my brother, his team, Husky, my brother, Snoopy, Shamar, Big Black, me. We call him Diamond D now. He's from the first section. His name is David Jordan.
Okay.
His brother Robert Jordan. Jeff to the left, Duchess. Cowboy.
The original Cowboy from Bronxdale.
Cowboy is a martial artist.
Okay.
His father and him used to teach us in the basement by my building. We're gonna be over there in a minute. And they brung it from there to this building. We used to break night, practicing the martial art. Because in my brother's mind, every one of us was gonna be a spade. And every spade knew the martial arts. If you really was a spade, you knew the martial arts. It all came from Peter, Guru, Snoopy.
Snoop was in Vietnam at the time. And when he came home, he started giving us army tactics, which made us win a lot of gang fights.
Who that? Who gave you army tactic? Who?
Snoopy.
Snoopy.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like fighting?
Yeah.
Okay.
He gave us a lot of, and yeah, he did. He gave us a lot of army tactics. We was whipping ass too.
Snoopy, Slater, you probably some of the first to the seventh, the first seven, that with Monk and all them. Yeah. And my brother was Peter's student. One of my brother was one of Peter's best students. And my brother taught me through Peter. You see what I'm saying? All of us knew it.
Did you know martial arts at all?
Yes, everybody, all of us knew martial arts. Everybody in the space, in this project here, knew martial arts. Everybody.
Wow.
Everybody.
Everybody.
You didn't go to karate class, you almost wasn't accepted.
Right.
This is the early days of hip hop. In that time, we're all dressing like Bruce Lee.
I started realizing that everything they call hip hop basically was going on in our neighborhood. How they say, oh, martial arts was the beginning, and okay, we had a whole project full of martial artists. You know what I'm saying?
This was the first thing we were in hip hop. This was the beginning. I need to say that for you to understand the cultural significance of how our culture came to be. Bruce Lee and his attitude, his character, is what hip hop was trying to mimic.
If martial arts is part of how our culture formulated,
Right.
that wasn't Kool Herc. When did Kool Herc say he was fighting martial arts? I never heard Kool Herc say that. So it's one or the other. It can't be both. Like even the Public Enemy documentary.
All of us knew it. All of us knew the martial arts and everything. You had to know the martial arts if you was gonna be a spade. A lot of spades that came after the fact.
Was Duchess a baby spade or a spade? At all?
Anybody that had involvement with my brother was a spade, even if they didn't want to be a spade.
What year? Do you know what year Duchess was born?
But Dutch came up with us.
Okay.
We was right on my brothers in them tail. You know what I mean? My brother and them grew us up. Peter, all of them. Peter and them had graduated from the Spades. After we say graduated, when Spades broke off,
Right.
everybody went to cruise, Casanova, Gestapos from Bronx River, all that.
Was former Spades.
Was former, most,
Right.
everybody that broke off in the cruise, Cozy Corners, everybody that broke off into cruise was basically Spades.
All the original cats were like Zulu Kings, the original ones are baby Spades.
Everybody that broke off into cruise was basically Spades.
Okay.
Or the Peacemakers, or Seven or More, you know,
Right.
formed from gangs. Because gangs was originated in this project. Not all gangs, but the Black Spades.
Right.
This is where it started with the Black Spades.
Right.
This is an infinite project. Most guys that came out this project, it's infinite. If you look back at their time, if I gave you all most of the names that came out this project, they became infinite somehow. I don't know why. I'm not saying that, we look forward to that shit. It's just the characters that we were.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we went different places with it. You got Dark, Curly. You got my brother. You got Blood. You got Peter. You got Sunshine. I could just keep cutting. Guru, Snoopy. I mean, I could keep going on. Duchess. You see what I'm saying? Silk. Diamond D. This project, a lot of infamous people came out this project. Not meaning to. It just happened that way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Blackjack, Little Blackjack, a lot of us that came out this project became infinite. I'm not just talking about when we left the projects after the Spades, right? Hip hop was really just beginning,
Right.
right? By the time hip hop really started flourishing, most of us was in jail. Because see, I'm going to explain it to you like this. Hip hop wasn't meant to be hip hop. It was for us. It was a peaceful moment for us. It was for our hood. All that dancing and bringing out the sleep, that wasn't for nobody else. That was for us.
Right.
That's why a lot of people don't know about it at first.
Right.
Remember, you couldn't even walk in these projects at one time.
One thing about Bronxdale, if you didn't belong here, don't come here.
Right. Right.
And if you came here, you knew somebody and you respect.
You couldn't even come up in here.
Right.
You was in the Spade or you family members of other people, you couldn't come up in here.
Right.
And it wasn't because we was trying to keep people out because we was dangerous. It's because we was taking care of our community.
I wasn't robbing people?
No, we was protected. I'm probably, what?
Right.
Listen, our moms and pops and all that could sit on the bench and enjoy the sunshine, whatever, and watch us play around and all that. But if somebody on the outside came in and started some shit,
Right.
their ass was over.
Right.
It was over.
We used to take care, we didn't want none of that sitting here. Well, you know, they taught us that. You know, Peter and all of them, they taught us, listen, don't let nobody come in here and disrupt Bronxdale projects because, you know, family, no drugs and all that. Then later, it went somewhere else.
Right.
But back then, when we was dancing, we used to do shit like this, you know what I mean? I mean, that was our thing. And we used to hit the floor, like we used to like, and then we hit the floor, we come back up like, hey, hey. You see, it was our movement. Remember, hip hop was a culture.
Right.
So if we had to dance, you know, we had to dance fly, like, you know what I mean?
Right.
It was a part of our culture.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The way we danced was the way we dressed, was the way we got money, was everything. So if we came to a party, we'll all be just so fly, and we'd be dancing in our gear, like for real. That's probably why you didn't see as much on the floor, hard body on the floor, because niggas was too fly. So they had to stay up, you know what I mean? Make moves like on the stay up. You see what I'm saying? Because they didn't really want to go down there, fuck up their walkers.
What years you talking about though? Like,
So this is like,
you was flying.
we started this shit like, well, I don't claim everything. I say it's as a whole, Bronxdale.
When you was 10 years old, was you doing that?
Of course.
Yeah? Was you
What,
fly
dancing?
when you was 10 years old?
What?
Yeah?
My brother started me out. It came from the older people. Don't
Okay.
get it twisted.
Right.
We was just more viral with it.
Okay.
See, they had it, we came, we took it, and we made it ours. Just like they did after we left. They came, took hip hop, and made it theirs. That's what you're supposed to do.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Something like that. You know, dancing and music is the heart to the soul. You see what I'm saying? It cures the savage beast.
Right.
So of course we had to find something in our times of mutiny, savages, and all that. Something to be peaceful with ourselves, and it was dancing.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? We was really dancing. Like, you talking about breakdancing? I explained this to you before. We used to burn each other. That we was breakdancing. Listen.
Right.
We was doing shit like this, carrying our legs, coming back off the floor. I'm talking about, but with the beat, not off the beat.
We were doing each step to the beat.
We were like boom, and we'd be with the boom, with the beat. You understand? Boom. Gotta have that beat, man. That's what we was about, the beat. Like when we hit this, boom.
Each step to the beat.
Boom. Like we be on the beat, and then we be like on the beat, like boom. And we'll come around, like we'll hit this and come around, that bang, and come back up. You see what I'm saying? We was trendsetters.
You saying that 10 years old?
10, 11, 12.
11, 12.
I won a contest with Mario
Oh, yeah?
in a carriage room. I was 11 years old. Won $5. It cost it. At that time, it didn't cost nothing to get in. It was in second section carriage room.
Okay.
Mario I had a guy named Dennis Brown, if anybody remember. He lived in a building away from this building, right?
Yeah.
And he said, yo, that night, he said, Mario and them gonna be in the Cabbage Room. I said, what? He said, yeah. He was a DJ too. He was doing it too, but he stopped. And we went in there, and Mario had dancers, like two, three, like in the projects dancing.
Okay.
And he said, I got a $5 contest going on.
Okay.
He said, Little Black, he said, I want you in it. This is Mario. And we was good like that. I was like, yo, Mario, man, I don't feel like getting it. You know what I mean? Because hot in here, was in Cabbage Rooms, you didn't have windows back then.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
He said, nah, y'all gotta do this. Y'all gotta do this. So I said, all right. So me and, so everybody came.
Okay.
They started hearing about the contest.
All right.
Mario paid us $5. I was 11 years old, man. And we won, me and Dennis Brown. Now you talking about tricks and dancing? My dude was so swift with it. He used to do spinning backs. Now this is what I'm trying to say, that's what I tell you. Breakdancing was going on. It was going on. We in the Cabbage Room, 11, 12 years old. This dude is flipping back like this, boom, to the beat and dancing. I used to kick to the beat, boom. You know what I mean? Like, remember that shit? Everybody was kung fu fighting.
Right.
Boom. Like, that's how we used to. That's why I'm telling you, it was going down. It's just that you gotta remember one thing. We started that early. And we started crime early. We was ahead of our time, man. I was 13 when I went to Stevenson High School. I got skipped, went to Stevenson High School. Next thing you know, I was gone. I told you when I came back home, people were spinning on their heads.
Right.
I was like, what the hell? Oh shit. But it was nice. It was fly. You see what I'm saying? It was fly, it was nice. And people was really spinning on their head. And it was amazing to me. Now, listen, I take nothing from hip hop.
Right.
I was one of the ones who started this shit. I can't take nothing from it. We was one of the ones that started this shit. Talking about dancing, like you see how Chris Brown won? You know what I mean? You had about 3 of them back then. Dark, Curly, me, another cat.
Okay.
You know what I mean? This is before dudes was even out in the street, man. A lot of dudes when out. Listen, we used to be here. We used to, after we danced and do the arts, martial arts and all that, we'd go up in Pathmark and we used to pitch pennies. You know what I mean? Then we start moving from pennies to quarters. You know what I mean?
Pitch pennies or roll dice? What do you mean?
No, pitch pennies.
What is that?
We had throw pennies.
Okay.
See, when you say that, the dice, it wasn't dice then.
Oh, okay.
At our time, it was pennies. It was dice was places. But that's what I told you, we was trendsetters. We started it with the money, not the dice. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's like 8 of us, we on the thing like that, right? Third section been popping forever, son. So, I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'm not trying to glorify streets. Only gangsters came out of third section, son.
The third section has some gangsters though.
Niggas that bust their gun for real came out this section. Son.
Yeah.
And the whole other 2 section.
First section was the Mecca where we all went. We all flooded to the first.
Either you went to the first or your parents.
You was from the second section, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
but all of them came to the first. Like we hang out in the first.
But see now, I got love for Bronxdale, but the first section, B.Boys didn't have anything on me, Angel and Pudge, who was from the second section, which Mario wanted us to be in that crew to dance at his party.
Did y'all used to battle the second against the first?
Nah, they didn't want none of us.
Oh, see, y'all was the best. What about the third section? They had...
Let's see. As a guy, Michael.
Little Cleve lived
Oh
in
yeah,
the first.
Cleveland was. He was alright. Yeah.
Little Cleve lived there. That's Blackjack's baby brother. That's Shirley. We talk about Shirley. That's their baby brother, Little Black.
Well, other than that, as my wife and kids, Michael Kyle used to say, no.
Yeah.
Nope. It was us.
You know what the funny, like the third section was sort of like the quiet section. Because it's the furthest away from the first. So, you know, the third section's all the way in the back. And the third section would get shine like when Mario would play like in Pathbar.
But the third section has some gangsters though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They had some real Black
Yes,
Willie
sir.
and what's
No, Willie for the second.
Willie for the second, okay.
But
Cleve is from, Big Black is from.
got Amber, the Rosa Brothers.
Niggas that bust their gun for real came out this section.
Yeah.
And the whole other two section.
Right.
But the majority of us that was really busting them things came out of the third section.
Yeah.
Third section been popping since my brother been popping. I'll keep it 100 all the way around the board, baby.
Yeah.
I'm not even trying to hit. My brother was something different, man. And I don't glorify him because he's my brother. I'm saying, I'm just looking at him as a regular dude right now. This dude was something different, man. And I know if he was gonna be different, I had to become different. I couldn't walk in the shadow like that. I had to walk my own.
Right.
So, of course, coming up under Peter, Guru, Snoopy, Blackjack, Blood, Mitch Green and all, we was gonna be different, man. It wasn't gonna be like X. This was gonna be something different.
Right.
Cause them dudes was really putting that, at that time, the fight game, you didn't know the fight game, son. Listen, these dudes talk about the 52. Half of these dudes don't even know where 52 come from. 52 come from a dude that, from my knowledge, a dude named Eric Tweedy from Brooklyn. His name, it was his brother that taught him. It used to be in Tompkins Park. That's when I went to jail and I came home. A lot of people don't know I was down in Brooklyn. That's how I learned all that shit, man.
Yeah.
I learned all that fly shit.
Yo, I want to get all of that. Yo, let's go to your building and let's start from like when you moved to Bronxdale. All right.
Okay.